Welcome, welcome to Facebook live session. Today I thought I'll discuss with you all about Ma healing. So recently I shared in one of my WhatsApp group that join my free masterclass, which is called Ma Healing Masterclass. Then one mom asked this question. All are moms there in the group. So why Ma? Why are you keeping this name as Ma? That was her question. So what does Ma stand for? Then I thought for a minute, then I said, okay, I'll reply. Then when I thought about it, I wanted to share my innermost thoughts for that simple question. It brought out so many thoughts in me, and I shared the answer in my WhatsApp group. So I thought I'll explain to other moms here for listening to this what does Ma healing stands for and what is Ma in Ma healing. So healing, you all know by now, we do some meditations, we do lot of therapies to energize ourselves. It is all about energy blocks are there, and to remove the energy blocks we need healing. To overcome our own limitations we need healing, and then to overcome past trauma, pains, to strengthen ourselves, to improve our mindset and self belief, we need healing. So that is all about healing. But why Ma? Why MAA? That the spelling is Ma, MAA, healing. So when this question was asked to me, I just shared that in India, Ma is the universal word for addressing a mom, a mother. And we have other words like in Karnataka. I belong to Bangalore. In our Kannada, we call mummy, mother as Amma. We call as Amma. So this Amma is common to many other languages, and or you may call her as Ammi or Mom, Mama, Ma. My own son calls me Mama. So it depends. Like different words are there, but most common is Ma. Ma mane that motherly lady. You need not even restrict it to your mom, your own mom, but you can in fact sometimes we call others also as ma, maji, ma. We call like that. Even now, my mentees, my moms with me, they have started calling me ma sometimes. They feel that motherly love in me, maybe I don't know what they sense, and they feel like calling me ma, which I wholeheartedly accept. When someone calls me ma, it is like the best feeling that yes, she sees that mamta, ma for mamta. She sees that affection, the love and care I have for her. She sees it as a motherly affection. So why not when she calls me ma, I accept it. So why have I named my healing, my brand as Ma Healing? So first and foremost, like I said, Ma is common, and I'm talking to moms. I'm connecting with moms. And in fact, I feel a heart to heart connection with moms. When I say Ma, that connection is instantly felt because I want to connect with other moms. So to share with you my own story as a parent, as a mom, I was really struggling. Actually, I became a parent. My son was born in 1992. Till 97, I didn't feel like a parent or a mom because I was not a full time mom. He was born, then I took care, but there were always people to support me, and then I started a job. Till then I was a homemaker. Then I took up a job, and so my parents took the responsibility of taking care of my son. So in a way, I'm sharing my story, but there is this huge background why I named this as Ma Healing. So I feel like sharing it with you. So my parents took care of my child, and I was continuing in the same jolly, carefree life. That attitude I had, or the mentality, was totally different. I didn't have any responsibility as a parent. I didn't feel like that role was fully, it wasn't at all demanding from me as a parent. I was still feeling like a carefree girl. But in 1997, all that changed. All that changed because 97 my father passed away suddenly. My son was 5 years old. Until then he was staying with my parents, so it was a huge emotional turmoil for this small child. The small child is totally lost because my father passed away. And then my mom, who is always been my support system, she went into depression. My mother went into depression, and I had to be her support. It was that role reversal. I didn't know how to take it. So as a mom myself, I had to become the mom not only to my son, to my own mom. I had to take care of her, and my kid sister. She's quite younger than me, and this my father's loss sudden. It was so sudden. My father's passing away was very sudden, and we didn't know anything. And my sister was really, really in the depth because we lost our father, and she was so small. So I had to take care of her also. So this mother role was, all together it came to me, and I had to take responsibility suddenly, overnight. And the journey began then, my own journey of managing these things, the responsibility and the difficulties which came after that, financial struggles. We started building a home, and huge clashes with my husband, some discussions, arguments, all those things started happening. With my life till then was different, and post that was totally different. Lot of stress, tension, not at all having any peace, neither at home nor at office. I was a job holder, and a lot of stress was there. So I wanted to desperately come out of my situation. I didn't know how, because people at home were already, they were all suffering and they were in their own problems. I can't expect any support at home in this situation. So where do I go for support? I started searching, and I found out the spiritual route, meditations and the thought process, expanding your thinking, seeing the bigger meaning of the situation, analyzing what is happening with me, and then finding out solutions. What can I do? So I started evolving, and my own problems led me to seek the solutions through the spiritual route, spiritual path. And I kept on evolving. Once I went that way, I kept on learning new things, practicing, and in fact telling others, guiding others. It started even as I was in the bank, like people were coming to me with their family problems. They were just discussing, then as to suggest something. So this, now I realize, like Steve Jobs says, you can connect the dots only when you look backward. Now I realize, now I'm not in the bank. I left my bank and I came home. Then 2 years I didn't know what to do. Then I started all this Ma healing. But now when I look back, the dots connect. All along I was seen as a mentor, as someone who can guide. Maybe everyone saw that Ma in me, but me as a ma or a mom in the past, I didn't have any support. Many times I feel, even now I feel, why I didn't get anyone. I wanted support, but I didn't have anyone. The simple reassurance or just guiding, okay, do that, do this, or take this decision. There was no one to tell me. I had to walk the difficult path, but I don't want any other mom to suffer like that. I am there for her. The person whom I didn't get, I want to be that person for the moms who come to me for healing. With this intention, I've started this Ma healing. So Ma healing is what I do for moms, the healing I do with the experience and the whole story. When you say Ma, it is a mixture of emotions for me. I am victorious. I am a winner mom. Yes, I am a winner. As a mom, I am a winner. My only son, he has settled down well. Actually, when he was this 5-year-old child, I came to Bangalore. He was not with me, I told you. I was in a different city and he was with my parents in Bangalore. But when I came and saw this child is not reading, not writing, 5-year-old child, he was in his first standard. And then I sensed there is some problem. Why is the child not writing? Then I didn't know what to do. Lot of arguments started to happen at home because of this. And me and my husband had different parenting expectations and different approach to parenting. And then I had to search how to help him. I became the resource person. At that time, later I came to know he had this learning difficulty, which is called dyslexia. Actually, the child is very intelligent. He was super sharp, even now he is. But at that time, we didn't know how to address this problem of reading and writing. It was not about intelligence, it was not about IQ, but it was that we didn't have an education system to teach the child in the way he could learn. He can't read the letters. There is some confusion in the processing of the letters or writing, but we didn't tackle the problem. Instead, we started blaming the child. And it took many years to get help for the child, and we did some trial and error, some experiments. I feel we did lot many things. We thought there is something wrong with the child, but nothing was wrong. But we put him into the traditional education system and expected, like Albert Einstein said, if you want a fish to climb the tree and become successful, it will never happen. Fish has its own abilities to swim, but what are we doing? We are asking the fish to climb a tree. That is what we did with our son. So that is one more reason I have named my healing as Ma Healing. Because we went to see this movie. Me, my husband and my son went to watch this movie. This movie you would have seen, some of you would have seen this. It's called Tare Zameen Par movie, Amir Khan's movie. And we went, and my son was little grown up by then. And then we saw the movie. All three of us are crying throughout the entire movie. All three of us. Because it was our story shown on the screen. And that mom who suffers sending her son away, that was what I had done with my son. He had gone to a residential school, like we were experimenting. Oh, if he goes away, there is a lot of discipline, then he'll study well. This is the assumption we made. I was resistant, but somehow I thought, okay, maybe he will improve. It was not the problem with the child, it was the problem with the parents and education system. But to realize that, it took me many years. Maybe later when he was in high school, at that time I could analyze, I could support him properly after that. But life has been a struggle for the child throughout his school years. And me as a mom, I also faced a lot of self-doubt and feeling inadequate as a mom. Am I not a good mom? All that feeling came up. And so that is one more reason. There's one song in this Tare Zameen Par, Ma Meri Ma. It's very touching and heart-wrenching, so to say. So that song is very close to my heart. So I have named my healing as Ma Healing. No mom should suffer silently crying into her pillow at night for various reasons. For me, this was my struggle. I was in a job with stress, and my mom did not have anyone to support her. My sister needed my support. My child needed my support. And I did whatever I could best in that situation, but I didn't have anyone to support me. But there may be other moms having so many other problems, like relationship problems, children, rebellious children, teenage. I have faced it all. I am a little ahead of you in the journey. So I have seen that, and I have solved that. I have got some solutions, and I have come out of that situation. My son is now well settled and a very mature, caring, very loving individual. So I'm proud. I'm proud of him as a mother. So if I can have this future for my son, so that is my promise to you as moms. My journey was for 25 years, but you need not suffer and take that long route. I am here to give you solutions, take you, I'll hold your hand and walk you on that path. That is what my Ma Healing is all about, and that is why I do a free masterclass for moms, midlife moms, to understand their journey, their struggles, and when they have lost this spark in their life. I'm already in midlife, nothing left for me. So you can revive your whole life, your energy will change by coming to this Ma Healing. And of course, your bonding with children, your understanding relationship with spouse, the family atmosphere, everything will totally transform, magically transform with this healing, Ma Healing. So who is a mother? Mother is not just an individual. She is the support for her family. She is like a tree, a big tree which shelters her family. Only when the tree is not there, people will realize what the tree meant for us. You are the foundation. The mothers listening to this, you are the foundation. You are the pillar of your family. If you are shaken, your family will not be the same. So with this intention, I have started Ma Healing. Coming to another point, this I resigned from my bank in 2016. I resigned from my bank job, and then I didn't know what I would do. I was just thinking what I should do further. I didn't have any plans because bank was not fulfilling and I was away from my family. Again, for mothers, it is always about family. You're not happy if you're away from the family. You miss them, right? You do everything for what sake do we earn? We earn for the sake of our family. We do everything, whether you're earning, whether you're homemaker, you're doing everything so that your family is comfortable and they are happy. But I was away from my family and just working in a different place. My family was here and I didn't feel that fulfillment in the bank job. I thought, no, this is not for me. And I quit my job and I came home. And by then I had started penning some blogs. I used to write blogs, I used to write poetry because I had free time. And then I gave myself a pen name. It's called Mayavi. So my name is Veena. I added Maya to that because Mayavi in Kannada means a magician, one who creates magic. And I didn't want to be the earlier banker persona. I wanted to reinvent myself. Maybe this thought comes up in midlife moms that I don't want my life to be like this. What has been till now, I don't want my further life to be like this. If you are a midlife mom, you'll resonate. Something happens at the age 40, 45. At age 40, I decided this bank job is not for me, I'll quit. But it took me 5 years to take the decision. Now I think sometimes, why didn't I quit earlier? Life is so beautiful now. At 45 years, I actually quit the bank, but the thought came 5 years earlier when I was 40. So if you are a 40 plus mom, you will know what I am speaking because that some urge starts. Oh, already I am here, almost halfway my life. I am reaching middle age. But what have I done in my life? Where am I? What is my identity? I want to do something. It is family. Of course, family is priority, but it is not just about family. I gave so much, I did so much for my family. What's left? And I don't have any energy for myself now. Is this the way I want my further life to be? The clear answer comes, no, this is not what I want. Then what do you do? So that is how I found out myself. I took the long route. I always say, moms, come, I'll give you the shortest route. Because I've been there, I've done that. I know. Sometimes you're confused. You don't even know what you want. So starting from the clarity, that is what you will find in Ma Healing. Get clarity, know what to do, what actions to take, and then change the direction of your life and live your life fully, peacefully, happily. Doesn't your family deserve this version of you? Do you know your potential? What is your potential? How can you limit yourself? Once you start expanding, thinking big, so many things will open up for you. So after 2.5 years, I came after quitting my bank. I started this coaching. Now when I look back, I've always been doing it. But in those 3 years, I took certifications and I just prepared myself and started. And this is how it has been going on since more than 3 years now. So what happened in between quitting the bank and starting coaching? I had adopted a pen name called Mayavi. Today I'm talking about the word Ma and Ma Healing. So in that context, I'm sharing this story with you. By the time I was calling myself as Mayavi, whenever I wrote some blog or even I did paintings as to sign as Mayavi. But I happened to go to a movie. It was called Dear Maya by the lead actress is Manisha Koirala. So I went to that movie. That movie exactly resonated my story. So I told you about one other movie which actually connected with my son's childhood, which is Tare Zameen Par. But this Dear Maya, I went and saw, I'm seeing myself on the screen. I felt so. Like this lady in the movie, the heroine, in her younger days, she doesn't enjoy her life. She's locked up in a house. She's too afraid to go out and meet people. She's that kind of a personality. But suddenly at midlife, she explores and she discovers so many things. So life is so beautiful. I have missed so much in life. and then she starts exploring. She loves to be herself. She starts dressing up. She starts to enjoy the small things of life, and she starts going out. Then she becomes, like from a caterpillar to butterfly. That huge transformation happens for her. So that movie name is Dear Maya. So I watched the movie. I thought, wow, this is me. Like, I was not exactly like that, an introvert or something like that, that I drastically changed after my midlife. But something opened up for me in my midlife. I realized I'm not just a daughter, I'm not just a wife, just a sister, just a daughter. I wanted to be myself and much more. And I'm evolving. That life never stops. Even today, when mom asked me a question, you always talk about learning. When does learning stop? Learning never stops. As long as we are breathing, so many things around us are changing, so many things inside us are changing, so many new thoughts coming, relationships changing. So you can't take anything for granted. So you keep on learning. After you reach one destination, you see the next destination, start learning and moving towards it. So it's a journey. In fact, I call my Ma healing as a Ma healing journey. It is not one day, 2 day. Once you come with me to my healing, it will take you on the path, on a journey. I took 25 years. You need not take 25 years. In fact, I have set out a path for my mentees, my students, the path of 5 years. What happens in first year, second year, third year, everything is set, and you will reach your self development, self evolvement journey. By 5 years, you will reach a stage where you will find so much in your life that you want to give back and contribute to the bigger good of the world, to the higher purpose emerges, that you want to do something for more and more people and contribute to this world and contribute to the goodness using the spirituality. So this is my vision for the Ma who comes for healing. So this is what I wanted to share about my Ma healing. In fact, I'm doing a free masterclass. Join my free masterclass where I'll give you some 3 secrets and concepts about your own life. I'll share with you, and also I'll invite you to my paid community. If you are interested, you can join my paid community. After the free class, I'll share the free masterclass link. You can click and register. So that one question by one mom, what is Ma? It triggered so many thoughts, like all my past came to me in a flash, and I wanted to share it. So I thought I'll make a video, and instead I'm making this FB live session. Let the thoughts flow. It need not be anything prefixed in my mind, and I don't even need it when it's coming from my heart. So that's what I thought. I'll address the moms in this FB live session and speak my thoughts out. Just pour my heart with you. So if not with my moms, with whom I'll share. I'm connected heart to heart with you. So with that, I'll end this session. Thank you all for joining, for watching. Please share your comments and click the link and register for the free masterclass. See you. Take care. Bye bye.